Hello, it is Monday the 20th of July, which means it is day one of the reading rush. So I've decided to just put out one weekly vlog, so I'm going to try and not talk to you too much every day because I've been doing weekend vlogs that are like 40 minutes long, so a week vlog could be dangerous. Right, I apologise for the traffic, but I've actually had to get up this morning and get dressed because I have to go into the office, which one is weirding me out, two, I'm excited I've had to get dressed, but three, I prefer to be in my pyjamas. Those weren't separate points, that was all one point. Either way, I have to go out and I wasn't expecting to, so fine. The first book I'm going to read for the reading rush is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. So this is the movie that I've seen prompt. It's quite a tiny book, it's really not too long at all, so I've decided to start with this one to like tick one off my list straight away. And then just because I hate myself, I haven't finished the Sisters Approximately book club pick for the month. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll link the Sisters Approximately YouTube and Twitter below. It's the book club that myself and Brittany from the Neverending Reader run. So I tried to finish it last night, but oh, I knocked you, sorry. But we're reading The Diviners by Libba Bray, and I wasn't quite done. I've got to page 473 of 579, I think it is, 578. So just over 100 pages left. I tried so hard to get this finished last night and I just couldn't. I went to bed at like 10 o'clock. So I'm going to try and read all of The Perks of Being a Wallflower and that little bit of The Diviners. And then I'll start on my bigger books tomorrow, but I really want this done. So it is just gone 6 o'clock on Monday and I have been reading The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I finished work at 5:30 and I've had dinner, so I'm doing okay. I got to page 52 so far. If you aren't aware for some reason, this is about Charlie, who is just a little bit different. And he's quite shy and he makes friends with Patrick and Sam, who are stepbrother and sister, and they're just a bit, I don't know what you'd call them, like a bit indie, I'm not even sure. But yeah, they've made friends with Charlie, and this whole book is told through letters that Charlie is writing, and it just says, dear friend, and we just get updates on his life through these letters. And I've read this, my post-it note on the inside tells me that I read this in August of 2014. So I read this book when I was 16 and I absolutely loved it. And I feel like reading it now, I can see why I would have loved it. It's a very easy read. It's dealing with all like the growing up, coming of age stuff. It's like the sentence structure's written very, very easily to read. It talks about sex, it talks about drugs, it talks about drinking and popularity and all stuff like that. So I reckon at 16 this would have been like one of the most amazing things I'd ever read. I am really enjoying it. As I said, page 52, still a long ways to go, but I have to finish it tonight for the reading rush. Like, if this tiny book goes on to more than one day, then I am screwed. But yeah, I don't think I love it as much as I did the first time, but I'm enjoying it and I like it, but I just don't think I've grown up and I didn't need to read this again. I really wish I wouldn't have, because now I don't really love it. Yeah, I guess I have some more reading to do, and I will probably just let you know when I finish this, or this vlog is going to be far too long. Hello, really quick update. It is 9:15 and I just finished The Perks of Being a Wallflower. So this did take me a little bit longer than I was expecting. I guess I should be grateful that not grateful, like proud that I just finished it in a night, but it is only 230 pages. So for some reason, part of me thought I was going to pick it up and be done. But yeah, so originally, oh, I'm being sent photos from Brittany, that's going to make a noise. There we are. Originally I did give this 5 stars back in 2014, but I have now moved it down to a 3-star. It was fine, it just didn't move me as much as it did when I was 16. Brittany, I've outgrown it, I think, and a lot of this that I was reading when I was 16 would have been completely scandalous and things I'd never heard of. Like at one point, I'm pretty sure he does LSD, and 16-year-old me did not know what LSD was. So yeah, I feel like at 22, I shouldn't have read this again. I've like ruined it in my own head. But I've now got it listed on my book swap website that I use, which I have linked in the description for somebody before, but if you guys are interested, it's just a website where you stick your old books on, and when someone orders one you get a point, and then a point plus like £3.50 means you can order a book from somebody else. So it's a really nice website to use. I've had a couple of good books from it, so I'm going to whack this one on there now in the hope that somebody else is more interested in this. If not, it's not taking up too much space in my unhaul pile, but it's got to go. So my plan for the evening is to finish the Diviners. I've got about 100 pages left, so I'm going to get comfy in my pyjamas, make some tea, light a candle, eat some chocolate, all that good stuff, and read the Diviners. Right, so I've only gone and done it. It is 11:15 on Monday and I just finished the Diviners. So I read 105 pages of this tonight in the last however many hours. I think I'm settling on a 3-star rating, but I won't talk about it in this vlog because this is our sister's approximately book club pick for July. So to find out my full thoughts, you will have to watch mine and Brittany's live show, or when we put it up after as a podcast. So information about that I'll put in the description of this vlog, because there should be more information by the time this vlog goes up. But yeah, finish this. I have a lot of notes to type up about it, but I'm a bit too tired to do that now, so I think I might do that just when I get a chance tomorrow, or to be honest, after the reading rush. It's not urgent, I have time. Yeah, I'm now going to try and see if Cole's free to speak to me because I actually ignored him earlier because I was too much into this, so oops. So yeah, I'll see if he's free now and then head to bed. Hello, so this isn't a setup we've had in a vlog yet. I mean, the sunlight is sort of ruining it, but that's just where I left my tripod last night, so that is where my phone is currently sat. It is 9:30 on Tuesday morning, and I just went to add the book I was reading as currently reading on Goodreads, so I thought I would jump in and show you. So my next book is The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torr. The only reason I'm rereading this, so this was in my favourite books of 2018 video, which I think I've taken down because it was, yeah, it was one of my first videos. I checked on Goodreads and this is on my favourite shelf. It's like one of my favourite books of all time apparently. So I'm going to read it again. I do have the sequel, Do Not Disturb, which I haven't got round to, and I felt like I couldn't go into it because I couldn't remember enough about this one. I did find out there's also a third book in this series, so I'm hoping that picking this up this week means that I can continue on with the series. If you're completely unaware, this is about a cam girl called, I'd never know how to pronounce her name, Deanna. It's literally Deanna. Who does not leave her apartment, 6E, because she feels like she is basically just going to kill someone as soon as she leaves. She makes her money by being a cam girl, which is described in a lot of detail at the start. I do remember that, and I absolutely love that part of the book. I found it so interesting in like a completely weird way. Okay, they're starting to do work over at the cemetery, so I can't talk for much longer because that's all you will hear. But yeah, I do remember little bits about this, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm also not sure there's a thriller aspect to this. So a girl goes missing and Deanna thinks that it's like her fault. So she takes it upon herself to find out what's going on. And I don't remember that part. I remember that it happened, but I don't remember the reveal. So I think I'm going to enjoy reading this again. I really hope so. So I'm going to start this on my lunch break. I am waiting on a box of American treats and sweets and stuff from an American friend, Sydney, so that should be arriving at some point this week. So assuming that that doesn't turn up today, I will be reading this in my lunch break and after work. So I have high hopes. Right, hello. It has just turned 2 o'clock, so I need to make this the quickest update ever, but I read a lot of The Girl in 6E on my lunch break. I have just got to page 100, so I only have 220 pages of this to read tonight, or maybe just over 240. So the plan is, I finish work, and then I'm going to do my Couch to 5K, because it's start of week 3 today. So I'll do that, have some dinner, then finish this, and then I might even start my next book, which is Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi, which was the first book I touched back into my TBR. So yeah, this was, the first 100 pages was insanely good. I don't know if I've already said I have read this before. It was on my favourites list of 2018, so I knew I was going to love it, but I forgot how easy to read it was, because I have just literally sat and read that in one go. I've made another cup of tea. Just hit 2:01, I should probably go back to work. Hello, it is 8:15 on Tuesday. I have not yet finished The Girl in 6E. I'm on page, what am I on, like 207-ish? Yeah, 207. Really loving it, as I was earlier. I've just been caught up doing different stuff. So I finished work, I went on my run for Couch to 5K, I've had a shower, I've had my dinner, I've cleaned Bruce's cage, who is my hamster, who I noticed that has not been in a vlog for a very long time, but I just cleaned his cage. Yeah, so I'm going to sit back down and read this. I have a teeny bit left of Aero mint, so I'm going to eat that, read the last bit of this, and hopefully pretty much steam through it. So obviously you'll get an update. Hello, so it's 20 to 10 and I just finished The Girl in 6E. So if I haven't said already, this is the book in the colour of my birthstone, because my birthstone is garnet, which is red, like showing you the ring. So even though it's a deeper red, this is probably the closest I had to garnet. So done with that. It's on my favourites shelf on Goodreads, and for now I'm happy with it staying there. That is a very good book. I really enjoyed it, and maybe I can pick up the sequel before Christmas. That's like my only aim. I really do want to get onto the sequel, because I had to reread this because I couldn't remember what happened, and I want to read the sequel. So that's that. Done. I will add my pages to the Reading Rush website. So my next book is Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi, which was my book for first book You Touch. This is a bit longer actually. Oh, there's me in the mirror. Yeah, it's a little bit longer. It's like just over 400 pages, but it is a contemporary, and I did read her other book, Emergency Contact. I read that all in one sitting. So it's going to be fine. I can do this. I think I'm going to maybe start it now without really an aim to read too far into it. I'm getting pretty tired. Maybe I could just watch some booktube actually. I don't know. Either way, I'm hoping to be a good chunk into this by the end of my lunch break tomorrow. Hello, it is 1:30 on Wednesday. I couldn't even work it out then. I'm just not in the mood to read right now, and I don't know why. So my next book is Permanent Record. I have read like the first page. I don't think there's anything wrong with this book. I'm just in a really like blur mood, especially with work. Like it's just being a nightmare right now. Yeah. I don't know, like I feel like I complain too much about my job, but my line manager asked me this morning whether there was anything I was concerned about, so I explained that I was concerned about going to college, which I'm supposed to be starting in September, and I have no plans for yet, and it's not been arranged, so I just let her know that I was concerned, and nothing has really been sorted. I know that I complained like 4 hours ago, if that, so I'm not trying to rush anybody, but if I have to, like, it's in a different town, I've got pre-work to do, and I just need to know. And I'm just stressing out about nothing, but it's put me in a bit of a mood. Yeah, so I do need to read. I'm probably going to try and read for at least the next 15 minutes. I just want to get a little ways into Permanent Record before I have to start working again, so yeah. Hello, so it is actually 8:10 now, and I have not done that much reading. The bookmark is in sideways because I was reading a sentence, but I'm on page 68. yeah, so I didn't get to read that much at lunch. I did film a little clip, but I've since deleted it because I started ranting about a decision the main character made, which was not important at all. But yeah, then a Facebook group I'm in, like a Facebook book club, which is absolutely amazing. It's run by the lovely Laura over on Twitter, who I've talked about before. I will link her Twitter. Give her some love, like she deserves it. Obviously there are multiple people that run it, but Laura introduced me to it. So now I'm going to feel bad for not knowing everyone else's names. But Laura, check Laura out. She's great. Anyway, so there was an event tonight because the group is hosting a month-long reading challenge, a Top of the Pops reading challenge in August. And I wasn't going to plan too many books in August. I do have flights to see Cole, but I don't think they're going to happen. But I've sort of decided in my head that they could happen. So I wasn't going to make a full TBR because what if I get on a plane? So I've made a full TBR for that event. It is 16 books long, but most of the books are on my Kindle, so I actually had a quite good time mapping some of my NetGalley reads to the TBR, which I have not had a chance to get around to. So yeah, that was fun, but I haven't done much reading, and I have this whole book to read tonight to stay on schedule, and it's 400 and a bit pages long. So I'm gonna sit, not let myself move till like 9. Then I'll go make another cup of tea. Like, we'll try and space it out. I'm going to sit and read until 9. That's my challenge. Right then, it's 9 o'clock. I'm on page 138. So I've made a decent chunk in. You know, I've only got like 3 more hours to finish this book if I'm doing a page a day. I think I am going to stay awake and finish this book tonight. I'm weirdly enjoying it. It's another one of those normal people can get with a celebrity love stories by the sound of it, and I'm not mad. I am enjoying it now. The main character, Pablo, I don't like him. He's made some stupid comments in my opinion, but I don't like him. But I like Lee, the other main character. She is great. So right now I'm gonna make a cup of tea. I've had enough like chocolate and cake tonight, but I really want more chocolate and cake. I guess I'm gonna stick my pyjamas on. Yeah, I'm really just not with it tonight. I don't know what's up with me, but I need to relax. So today I actually decided to go out and do my couch to 5k run during my lunch break. So I've reduced my reading time, but I feel great. If anyone watched my Bookoplathon vlog, you will know that I vlogged as soon as finishing a couch to 5k run, which I've just done, and I couldn't speak that time. So I can sort of speak. I'm still like a bit out of breath, but I'm definitely getting better at this, so it must be working. I'm still only on week 3, so the maximum time I'm running is like 3 minutes, but that's a lot for me, especially, you know, it's couch to 5k. I didn't do anything before that. So, right, I need to go home, shower, and get back to work. Hello, it is now 6 o'clock on Thursday, so I am actually done with work. Obviously still working tomorrow, but done for the evening. I need to finish a permanent record because I still haven't. With going for a run on my lunch, like, I ruined my lunch. There was no reading. I've listened to a little bit of an audiobook today. I've been listening to The Wayward Girls. I can't even remember who that's by now, saying that out loud, but it was, if I haven't mentioned, if I have already, then I will have to crop this, but it was a book I got on NetGalley for review as an ARC, and I hated it. I DNF'd it, but it was mainly, I think, the writing style. So listening to it as the audiobook, which I managed to get for free from my library, I am enjoying it a teeny bit more. So I want to find out where the story goes, because I didn't manage to because I DNF'd it. So it's obviously some sort of intrigue there, but yeah, I'm like 30% into that, if that. So that's been fun to listen to while I work. Haven't really been able to because I did have to concentrate at parts today. I'm on page 295 of this, so really not that much to go. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to move on to my book, starting with which in my TBR video I said it was The Disappearances by Gemma Malley, but I'm actually going to go back and reread The Killables, which is book number 1 in that series, and then The Disappearances is on my August TBR. I really need to reread it to remember what's happening in this world, because I have an awful memory and I keep reading the first book to then reread the second. to read the second rather than reread the second. And it never happens. So some big plans for tonight. Can I do it? No. Am I going to try? Definitely. Okay, so it took me a little bit longer to read that than I wanted. It's now 7:20, but I have finished Permanent Record. I'm going to be clinging on to this copy. I forgot to say the whole time I was reading it that I was gifted this by Sarah from Septimus Snape. So again, thank you very, very much. I did thank her when I got it, but I may as well thank her again. So yeah, absolutely loved this. It's a 4.5-star read. There was something that I will never be able to put my finger on. Actually, no, I've just figured it out. I don't like Pablo, the main character. Really irritated me. He was very irresponsible. He had no motivation. And this was like the whole point of the story. But I didn't like him. He made me angry. And because I didn't like him till about 300 pages into a 400-page book, I don't know, I struggled to care. But I really liked her, the main character, Lee. Loved the story, loved the ending. Absolutely great. 4.5 stars. So now it's time for The Killables, which is my book starting with the, as I said, it's 7:20. I'm definitely going to go make a cup of tea now and get a snack before I start reading this. There aren't too many words on the page. It's not too many pages. Like in comparison, it's not too many. I just feel like I'm so behind, even though I've still read, what, 3 books in 4 days and I'm starting on my 4th book. Like that is really, and I finished The Diviners and I've picked up an audiobook. I'm doing absolutely fine. Chill, Chloe. This is going well. I've had no good vlog content because I've really not done anything. I might do a face mask tonight. You might see that. I need to paint my nails. Maybe I'll leave them unpainted actually because I'm always complaining that they look bad. So maybe I just won't paint them. Yeah, I've nattered on for too long. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea and start reading The Killables. Hello, so it is 8:30 on Friday morning. Yes, I'm wearing the same jumper as yesterday, do not judge me. I'm only working for 6 hours, so I don't care. I'm not gonna get dressed properly. As an update to last night, because I didn't realise I didn't film it, The Killables, I managed to get 130 pages in. So still got a very long ways to go. I did want this finished by last night, which obviously hasn't happened, but that's fine. I can read this today as well and just put more on my weekend TBR because it is the Readathon round 3 on tomorrow. Wow, starting at midnight tonight. So thinking of taking part in that. If so, there will be a completely separate vlog, so this vlog doesn't turn into like 4 hours long. But yeah, so I did read a bit of this last night. If I haven't told you what this is a dystopian London. I actually didn't realise it was set in London, and this is the 3rd time I've read it, where evil has been eradicated and everybody in the town has had the new baptism, which is where your amygdala is removed from your brain. And then you're labelled an A, B or C, which are all relatively acceptable. If you're labelled a D, you're a deviant and you'll be up in the street. If you're labelled a K, you're taken from your house, never to be seen again. It's called The Killables. I think we can guess what K means. But yeah, 130 pages in. Long way to go. But I have lunch today where I can do that. I do apparently have on my to-do list to film my August TBR and edit it and get it uploaded tomorrow. So looks like I'll be doing that at some point because well done past Chloe on the planning. So yeah, I will do that, film my August TBR today, read The Killables. I had another plan. No, it's gone. You'll see my plans as they happen. That's how a vlog works. So I'm really not in a good mood. It is nearly 2 o'clock on Friday and I have actually finished my work for the day. I was doing something and I've apportioned out my time and technically I've done my hours for the week. So I was going to be cheeky and go to Tesco, get some snacks for the Readathon. And my car won't start. And just before that, I fell out of my chair, really hurt myself. And the only reason I was going to Tesco in the first place is because my dad ate the food that was in the fridge for my dinner. So now I need dinner. So you know what? My work laptop is still running in case I'm needed, but I think I'm going to film my August TBR. I'm going to have a root beer with a Twizzler straw because I want to feel as close to America as I can, and that's the only thing I can do right now. I'm just in such a bad mood. My hair is doing that weird thing as well. So I guess I'm just going to film a video, put a smile on my face, do that. I got dressed and everything to go to the shop. Really in a bad mood, so I guess if I can start doing YouTube stuff and reading, then hopefully I can turn this around. Just wanted to jump in. Even though that packet of Twizzlers says straws, and it says on the back, use as straws, never use the green one as a straw. I genuinely feel sick. So it is a time I'm not sure of. It's exactly 6 o'clock, and I just finished the Killables. I think I've still got to give this 5 stars. Like, I can't fault it, really. And this is the 3rd time I've read it. And yeah, the only thing I will say is there is a sex scene in this which is half a sentence long. So they could have expanded, but the second book is longer, so maybe that will have, I don't know, it's a YA, so what was I really expecting? But yeah, I forgot that was in there. I think I must have missed it, it's so short, but it happened. So I put a poll up on Twitter to say, should I treat myself to a Chinese takeaway? There's probably like 20 minutes left on that. I haven't checked the results. I'm probably going to get one anyway, but I'm going to feel like more validated if Twitter says I should get one. But right now I'm going to go back inside because it's a little bit chilly, and get my next book. Okay, so weirdly my room has got like a blue light. I don't know what's happening. I've ordered my Chinese, thank you people of Twitter. Even though the results haven't come in, I'm buying it anyway. So my next book is Someone Like You by Sarah Dessen, which is a book set on a different continent because it is set in North America. And this is about Hallie and Scarlett, but who are best friends, and then Scarlett's boyfriend is killed in a motorcycle accident. Then she finds out she's carrying his baby. And Hallie and Scarlett aren't friends anymore, but they need to come back together to support each other, basically, is what I'm getting. It doesn't look too long. It's like 280 pages, and the writing is quite big on the pages. So this should be manageable tonight, because I'm definitely doing Readathon. And if I'm doing Readathon, that means I'm going to start out this book, Fade Out by Rachel Kane, has to be read fully outside. So I'll be reading that in the daytime tomorrow. And I will start The Loneliness of Distant Beings at midnight tonight, which was actually gifted to me by Jade from JD Ray Reads. So it feels perfect to read in the Readathon. But yeah, that seems like what I'm going to do. That is my plan. But I just have to read Someone Like You first, which maybe I can do. Maybe I'm going to watch a bit of Netflix with my Chinese, which have I said? It said it's going to be delivered in an hour and a half. I might break down by then. Okay, so I've got my Chinese food. This is like salt and chili chips. I'm keeping them in the, what's it called, packaging, because otherwise I'm going to throw them everywhere. They're far too messy. I am risking the kissing booth too. It's a very big deal for me. It is basically the first kissing booth plus a long distance relationship. If they nail the long distance relationship part of this, it's going to be my favourite film ever. So it's a 2-hour long movie, so I don't think I'm going to watch it all in one go, but I am excited to see. I'm getting all like with my fork. I'm very excited to see whether they get this good. So that is what I'm doing now. I'm 38 minutes into this movie. I think I'm gonna have to stop watching it. I'm genuinely crying. What is wrong with me? I've stopped crying. I'm gonna start again in a minute, but I've stopped crying. I need to turn it off. Like, I can't watch it. So it's happened again. Look. Oh my God. Whew. Right. Compose myself. So we're only 35 minutes in. The first 5 minutes is about all the stuff they did together before he left. Then we have 25 minutes of how much she misses him, how much she's trying to be like mature and not clingy and stuff. And then we get a little moment of, oh, when you've been away from someone for so long, you worry that they don't care anymore. You worry that like you're more invested. And then it says like, oh, you even worry if you forgot how to kiss them. And then she walks out of airport arrivals and she jumps on him and they have a little moment, and I can't watch it. I don't know what is wrong. I can't watch it because like I want it to be me. Look, this is so bad for a vlog. Oh. Right, Chloe, be an adult. I just miss my boyfriend quite a lot. Enough that I'm going to keep this in the vlog because this is what I am like on a weekly basis. So, right, I'm fine. There's a lot of Chinese food left that needs to go in the fridge and a lot of reading that needs doing. So, I'm good. It is actually 7 o'clock on Saturday morning and I've just gone through and deleted all my readathon vlog footage. I'm just not in the mood, like you can tell. So I did stay up till like 3 AM and read the whole of Someone Like You by Sarah Desson. I rated 3 stars. It was fine, but it didn't have like any sort of profound impact on me. Like I looked, it was published in 1998, so this book is as old as I am, and the main themes of this book were explaining like safe sex to 16-year-olds. Like that was pretty much it. Like a girl gets pregnant and I mean the guy dies, so that's definitely different. Major flashback to the first season of Teen Mom because that was genuinely a thing. I think the guy's name was Michael too in both situations, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then it's about another girl who's being like pressured into having sex with her boyfriend and she doesn't want to. So it did have some good messages, but I feel like it might be slightly out of date now. I'm not sure. It just didn't have the most profound impact on me, or maybe I've just grown out of it and I don't need to be told those things. But yeah, 3 stars, did enjoy it. After that I went to bed and I was going to nap until my boyfriend called because I was assuming it would be slightly after that. It is now 7 o'clock and I'm just going to get up and carry on with my day. I have Fade Out by Rachel Kane and I have The Loneliness of Distant Beings by Kate Ling that I want to read. Fade Out has to be read outside my house, so I'm going to wait until I actually want to go outside. And I'm just going to cuddle up with The Loneliness of Distant Beings, I think. And that is probably going to be my day. Yeah, I'm just not really feeling like a whole separate vlog. I don't think I could fill it with footage. And I've just pretty much given up. So I guess this is what giving up looks like. It is 9:15 AM. Technically doing the readathon and have not read a page. Watched an episode of I Zombie though, so there's that. And yeah, I'm just going to mope about a bit longer. Hello, it is 9:30 PM on Saturday and I've done no reading today, so I'm still on page 58 of The Loneliness of Distant Beings and page 1 of Fade Out. As I've said, this is my book to read. This this is my book to read outside, so I'll be picking this up tomorrow when I sit in the garden and read, which has to happen or I can't finish the reading rush. So now I'm going to pick up The Loneliness of Distant Beings while I wait for Cole to call me and say goodnight because I'm tired. Yeah, really sad I couldn't do more with the readathon, but I've spent the day with family and just gone to like visit different people, cuddled a lot of dogs, so it's been fine, but no readathon, so I'll be on the lookout for round 4 because I really missed it today and I've missed the tweets coming up and like not being part of it. So yeah, didn't do that. Page 58. I'm hoping to get to page 150 tonight. I feel like that's doable because the writing on the pages is really big and I like what I've read so far, so I don't know why I'm not reading faster. So it is nearly 10 AM on Sunday and I'm on page 132 of The Loneliness of Distant Beings. I have been reading a fair amount this morning, but I only got out of bed an hour ago, so I can't have achieved that much. I'm gonna make my room up all cozy, and while I'm waiting for it to get a bit warmer in the day, I'm gonna read this one inside before moving on to fade out outside. I don't know what quite happened with my breath there. Yeah, so reading is not going as great. I am enjoying this. It's just insanely cheesy and it is more romance than sci-fi, but there is a in-space element. So it still fits the prompt, but it's really not what I was expecting at all. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself cozy. Right, let's have another update. So it's nearly 1 o'clock and I just got to page 208 of this. Since I last updated, I've gone on my couch to 5k run. I've also had a shower and I'm just about to sit in the garden and it's just started raining. So I'm gonna sit on the swing seat. I do have my leftover Chinese from the other night. So I'm gonna take my phone outside, eat my Chinese, or maybe I should eat my Chinese inside with the TV on. Yeah, I'll do that. Might watch like something on Netflix and then I'll go and sit in the rain undercover outside. This is going to be interesting. The swing seat is wet. I'm sat on it still. I've picked the driest spot. Looks like the rain must have been coming down diagonally, but it's not raining anymore. Perfect. I've now got to read this whole book while my butt gets wet, or I don't finish the reading rush, which is sort of, maybe I really hate this prompt like everyone else because I can't guarantee I'll be outside my house. Right, try my best. So I'm still outside. I have 1 chapter left and I'm literally hoodie, joggers, like big fluffy socks, curled up on a sun lounger because my book just hit the floor. Because it's kind of cold now, but I have 1 chapter and then I've read this whole book outside. So yeah. Oh, so it is now 7:20. I did finish Fade Out maybe 2 minutes after I last updated, but then my grandparents showed up, so I had to like entertain and be social for a bit. So finish Fade Out and I'm just ready to pick up The Loneliness of Distant Beings. I have, what, 4 hours and 40 minutes to read. That much, and then I'll have completed the reading rush with a TBR that I thought was completely impossible. There are sirens coming. I think it's gone the other way. But yeah, I thought my TBR for the reading rush was completely impossible. But all I've got to do is finish this book and I'm done. And I'm going to sit and finish it now. Hello. It is 8:55 PM on Sunday, the 26th of July. And I just finished The Loneliness of Distant Beings, which means I have completed the reading rush. I have finished the reading rush. I've done pretty much no reading yesterday and I've worked a full-time job. So I'm pretty impressed at myself. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say. This was a 3-star book. It was fine. It did get a bit more sci-fi towards the end rather than just a contemporary happening in space. But 3-star, I'm probably going to try and sell it, to be honest. There's no reason for me to keep this, so I'll be adding it to my unhaul pile. But I've read 7 books in 7 days while working at least 7.5 hours per day. Well, obviously not Saturday, Sunday, but you get my point. I'm a little bit proud. This has been an absolute success, and now I've got to edit this vlog. Maybe I'll try and edit it tonight, who knows. But on that note, I won't keep you for any longer. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.